What's up, guys? Ruxin34 back here with another video, and today we have another discussion video. So this should be a fun one. So before we get into it, let me go ahead and show you guys the giveaway. We got a Birthright Super Rare, Card Destruction Super Rare, and then we got a Starlight Road Secret Rare. Look at that bad boy. Woo woo. All right, so make sure if we get 50 likes, I'll be giving away that, aka those cards, to one of you guys in the comments. So make sure you guys like the video and comment. Leave me a comment. It can be about the video. You can even say giveaway comment. People do that all the time. Or if you want the giveaway and you want to leave a comment, just leave a regular comment. Or it's something random. It doesn't matter. It's all fun. It's all a good time here on the channel. So let's get into the discussion. This one shouldn't be too long, but it's something I kind of wanted to talk about because I know a lot of people wonder about it. So I'm going to talk about, is a PSA 10 worth the premium? So a PSA 10 is obviously, it's just much higher, much more expensive than a 9. So right here we have one of the cards I've had in my background for a while. One of my very favorite cards that we pulled on the channel. I keep kicking the camera because I had like a hair on my toe that was weird. So let's go ahead and get into our diamond here. So Cyberdark Dragon. So I have a PSA 9 Cyberdark Dragon. We pulled it. It graded a 9 straight out of the pack. So it's like, man, that's a bummer. But, so I got a PSA 9 here. This is a mint card. But it did not get a 10. So it's a mint card, not a gem mint card. Here is why, here's some reasons for why buying a 9 is good and buying a 10 is good. The question is, a PSA 10 worth the investment? Well, it depends on why you're buying the card. So if you want to buy a card that's going to probably go up, it's probably going to go up, then you should buy a 10. Because the 9 is only going to go up, obviously, if the 10 goes up. Because the 9 might go up a tiny bit on its own, but it's obviously never going to pass the 10 because the 10 is just better. So, yeah, you would buy a 10 if you want, a card like I'm going to buy, like I bought that Cyber Dragon back there. I paid a lot for that Cyber Dragon because it's a gem mint 10 Cyber Dragon Ultra Rare. I wouldn't have paid a lot for a PSA 9 because a PSA 9, to me, might as well just buy, a raw card than buy a PSA 9. But here's the thing about PSA 9s, really positive thing about PSA 9s. PSA 9s are, as I said, mint cards. They're mint cards, but they're at a massive discount. So they're not at a discount from a raw card, but as you know, it's really tough to pick up mint cards in raw mint cards these days. They're not non-existent yet, but they are very difficult to find because it's mostly near mint, it's mostly light play, that kind of stuff. The mint cards are being graded, so it's pretty tough to find the mint, PSA 9, 10 quality raw. So obviously, if you buy a PSA 9, you get that mint card, but you don't pay that insane premium for that 10. So if someone bought this off me, I'm not going to sell it because I really like this card and it's nostalgic for me for pulling it and stuff. But let's say I was going to sell it. I sell somebody my Cyberdark Dragon. They get a mint card at the price of, a 9. So let's say, I have no idea what this card's at, but I think it's about $200 raw. So it may be like $250, maybe $300 as a 9 max. So somebody could buy this, let's say at $250. They crack this thing open. They got a mint Cyberdark Dragon. They got that for $250. But if they buy a PSA 10, it's going to be $500, $600, $700, $800, whatever it is. It's going to be a whole lot more. So if you're looking for that mint card, you don't even have to necessarily be intending to crack it. But you'd want that mint card, but you don't want to pay that crazy price. 9s are just an awesome way to go. But the negative is not really a negative, but the 9s just aren't going to go up. They're eventually, 2 years from now, the 9's going to be worth more than it is now, obviously, unless Yu-Gi-Oh crashes or something. But if it continues to go up like it has been recently, or at least trend upward, then it's probably going to go up a few dollars. But the difference is with PSA 10s, the 10s are going to, like, if you're looking at, here's the price, a 9's going to go like this. It's going to slightly go up. 10s, anytime a card gets popular, somebody thinks they're going to, people love to talk about FOMO in collectibles. If you're missing out, I know a lot of people talk about that with the Blue Eyes. They think fear of missing out is the reason the Blue Eyes is now $20,000+. because people were buying it at crazy prices because they didn't want to miss out on the Blue Eyes, and it just keeps going up. So it just shot up like that. It's going up like this, and then boom, one day it's 2,000, the next day it's 5,000, the next day it's 10,000. It's just gone crazy. But that is not going to happen with PSA 9. Nobody's like, I have to have a PSA 9. The only time that it's not going to happen like that, but pop one PSA 9s, there's no PSA 10s. It's like a super rare card that was only, there's only 10 of them or whatever. It's kind of like the, what card is it? The Clefable, like the pre-release Clefable, I think, in Pokemon. There's only a 9. There's only 9s. There are no 10s. So that 9 kind of takes the place of the 10. But basically the highest grade. So I'm not going to talk about like BGS. Maybe let me know if you guys want to see like what I think about BGS versus PSA video. I might do that sometime, but for right now we're just talking about PSA 9s and 10s. So the 10s are the ones that are gonna, they're gonna be like, oh, I gotta get that Gem Mint Perfect Edition and card, before it goes up. And as we've seen, going back to the PSA 9 thing, a Mint PSA 9, as you all know, is very, very, very close to a PSA 10 condition. And even sometimes a 9 can be better condition than some 10s, because they've been grading cards for years. So the standards have changed. Recently, they've gotten more strict. It's a lot harder to get 10s now, in a lot of people's opinion. I've had good luck with mine, but obviously, you've seen me pull most of my cards. A lot of my cards are pack fresh compared to other people who are sending in non-pack fresh cards. So they're definitely a lot harder on those non-pack fresh cards. So, and as you've seen, like a 9 nowadays was probably a 10 most of the time, last year and 2 years ago. So if you got a 10 from 2 years ago and you bought it, that card may be the exact same or maybe even worse condition than a 9 graded recently. So that's another plus to buying a 9, because you might be buying a card that's, in immaculate condition. It's also a little bit scary for PSA 10s. If you buy an older 10, I know a lot of people are really, they're really checking out the corners. They're like, oh, does it got any edge wear? Does it have a ding right here? I got an ulti stamp, whatever. They're trying to make sure their 10s are, perfect. I am not that crazy about it. I just think, for me, I'm buying, like, if I'm getting a 10, one, I don't want it to look horrible. I don't want there to be, a corner missing, obviously. But if there's, a tiny bit of edge wear and it's a 10, it's not really going to bother me that much. I'm really buying it because the 10 is obviously going to demand that premium no matter what the card looks like. Even if you got some crazy ugly looking card, a PSA 10 is going to sell for a lot more than if it's set a 5. It's even if the card looks like crap. So this label, given from a professional, professional graders, no matter what you think about them, you think they suck, you think they're wrong, they're inconsistent, whatever, this means something. Whether or not you agree with it, it means something big, especially when it comes to the value, money, what people will pay for it. So that's another plus to the PSA 10. That label, that Gem Mint 10, it says it on there. It's a big deal. So just a lot of, it's a really interesting thing. Let me know what you guys think about Mint 9s and Gem Mint 10s. Personally, for me, if I'm buying a PSA card, I'm buying the Gem Mint 10. The thing about buying the Gem Mint 10 is you got to pay that big money. So that's why I don't buy a whole lot of cards graded already, because they're just expensive. But once you buy them, you can set them aside. I bought that Cyber Dragon for big money, but I'm gonna set it aside. I'm gonna keep it in my collection for a while and then just see what happens with it, because I paid a lot for it. So that's also another thing. Gem Mint 10s. If you're buying a Gem Mint, it's not really usually a flippable card unless the card spikes out of nowhere. Unless you're not usually going to get a Gem Mint 10 card at a crazy cheap price, because if someone is selling a graded card, they know about grades, they know how grades affect the card, they know Gem Mint 10 means good, means it's worth a lot more, so that you're going to get that card at market value, maybe a little below market value if you get it from a friend or something like that. So there's just no flippability with Gem Mint 10 cards. It's basically you are buying and you're investing in that card. So an investment is not, 2 weeks, a month, whatever. Occasionally you can get lucky. Let's say you bought Blue Eyes, last year when it's 2,000 and then the next month it's 5,000. You can get lucky and double your money there, but that rarely happens. It happens with, a couple of cards, that go up out of nowhere. But usually you're buying that card and you're going to sit on it for 2-3 years, maybe even more, 5 years before you really see any crazy, jumps. So, Gem Mint 10s, yeah, they're definitely good for investment, for your collection. Collected 10s just look better than 9s in the collection. But, if you're cracking it open for your binder, that's great to have a mint in there. So, it's just what you prefer, basically, as is everything with collectibles. There's no right answer. Is a 10, worth the investment? That's the question. Is it worth the premium you pay? Now, as I said at the beginning, it's up to what you want it for. Do you want it for your collection as a 10? Do you want to, crack it open, get it at a cheaper price? It's all about what you want. I mean, this is I know a lot of people forget it. It's a hobby. It's fun. Just enjoy yourself with the hobby. Don't get too strung up with, sometimes you lose money on a card. That's just what happens. You're going to lose money on a card. But if you buy a PSA 10 and you lose money on it, the good thing is you can just sit on it for a few years and you're probably going to get your money back eventually. So that's a cool thing about 10s. 9s, probably the same. You probably won't lose too much money on it, but usually you're not buying a 9 to, make money on it. You're buying it because you want the mint card. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. This was just a little, I've been thinking about this for a while, which is better? Is it worth paying that premium for the 10? And personally, I think the premium is worth it for the 10, but I also think the 9s are, a good buy as well. So just let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of you guys, I know Iraqi Duelist from Instagram. He buys a lot of 9s and he cracks them open because he just wants the mint card. He doesn't want to pay the insane price. So, there's one guy that likes the 9s, and then obviously there's all kinds of people buying 10s left and right there. I got to have my 10. I just got this Reshef, really cool pickup as a 10. I wouldn't buy it as a 9, But, and then there's, in this case, I graded this a 9, Cyberdark Dragon, and I'm never going to get rid of it because this is the card that I pulled. So there's no right answer. Well, tell me what you guys like in the comments. Fun video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's about it, and I don't know when I'm going to be posting this video, probably in the next couple of days, but who knows. Either way, it'll be coming out. You guys will be watching it, hopefully, and enjoying it. And if you don't, let me know, of course. And if you do, let me know as well. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Oh, yeah!